What is good engagement for an online community? What does that look like? Is it steady engagement over a series of months or weeks? Is it even growing engagement, actively growing over a set of months, weeks, or years? If you think about it, online communities are people. It's not a machine. A machine can be steady and have steady growth, perhaps, if you change the machine or improve things. Online communities are people, they're real life. You can't be on for a sustained amount of time. It just doesn't work that way. So if you're looking for a consistent level of engagement, it's not going to be a consistent high level of engagement. Really, people ebb and flow. Our interest, our time, our abilities, our desires ebb and flow, and that's the natural state of things. It's not a problem to be fixed. I caught myself thinking about my own community of practice and wondering, okay, I can see there are some higher times of engagement here and activity and more people in the network talking with each other. How can I make that happen the rest of the month? I'm like, oh no, I'm falling into the trap of thinking that engagement and activity needs to be consistent to be good. And that's not really true. For one thing, we as people ebb and flow. We're going to have different times when we have more energy, more interest in whatever the online community is about, and that's just normal. I can't be super excited about something all the time, but I can be super excited about something most of the time or some of the time and okay with it and interested other parts of the time. And sometimes, I just don't have the interest in it or the capacity to do that right now. So when you're creating an online community, you need to think about the people in your community as a group and individually. What's going on in the life of that community? Is this a group of parents who have school children and are going to be really busy in May and September? Is this a group of people who are sharing a particular holiday tradition, and during that time, their thoughts and their energy is mostly going to be elsewhere? Is this a group of business people that are gearing up for a big holiday season or a big sales time and need time either to do that outside of your community, or your community is actively involved in getting that done, so that's a particularly busy time? So there are those kinds of external considerations to think about. There's the internal people considerations to think about. And there's also you to think about. How does your ability, your capacity to be in and nurturing the online community ebb and flow? When is your best time to be online and talking to them? That's naturally going to bring in more people, and that'll change the activity level. What can you do to schedule things ahead to make it more consistent for the people in your network that have different times when they want to be in and interactive than when you can be in and interactive? Time zones matter. There's not the idea of thinking that in order for my network, my online community to be successful, I need to have this sustained, vigorous, active engagement is just not realistic. And not even is it not realistic, it's not a good thing to aim for. It's more important to figure out a nice ebb and flow that provides harmony for your members without too much overload, expectation that they come in and do something that just doesn't fit well for them. After all, what we're looking for with that activity and that engagement is the results and the transformation for our members. The things that we've offered to them, the things that they join this online community to get. And so we need to tailor and build and look at what our online community is, thinking about the ebb and flow of each member and the overall ebb and flow of life in general for these members. Not every member is going to be interested in having a streak of hundreds of days. In fact, for some members, streaks are not interesting at all and might even be off-putting. So a wide variety of people in your network. So when you're thinking about what you want to do and what makes it look active, you want to step back and see, are you reaching all the people? Are there ways for everybody to interact? And are you being realistic about what you're asking them to do? Is this something they can sustain long term, or is this something that's good to do once in a while? If you look back at the analytics of your network, your online community, you may see months that are much more active and months that aren't so active. And if you look at that, sometimes that's because during the months that are very active, you put a special activity or a challenge or some kind of quest, brought in interest and activity, which is really good. And when that falls off, it's not bad. That's a natural, normal part of having an online community.